Laziness. Everybody knows it, and we all hate it. It's a thing that puts great men to sleep. It puts men who successfully fight against it to the top, compared to the others. As Epictetus said, no man is free who is not master of himself. We have to master our own bodies, master our own minds. Fight laziness because fighting it makes you great. With this thought comes the question, how do we do that? How do we fight the slayer of man? So, we're gonna talk about the first step on how to stop laziness. Laziness is being scared in disguise, actually. Those who understand this rule the world, and those who don't stay behind. You see, I've always been scared too. Scared to start the community I have below, scared to talk to somebody. Your mind always overthinks it so much. I want you to try something out. Think about the last embarrassing moment at school. Now you can go ask your other classmates if they remember it. I am certain they'll say no, because everybody is obsessed with themselves and only remember the embarrassing things they did. They don't remember yours. It just is like that. So yes, I get it. You slack because you're scared. But my guy, if you truly want to achieve something in life, you have to stop being scared all the time. Just do the push, try it out, and you will find out that it won't go so badly. The majority only thinks about the bad that can happen, not so many think about the good one. It's okay if you are scared, but it is not okay to stay that way. So, as we've talked already, you aren't lazy, you're scared. Scared thinking what you might do will hurt, scared that it isn't worth it, scared that if you try, it will end badly. There are many reasons you might be scared. That is true. If it's something long term, you're just being a little girl about it. Scariness is often masked as laziness and causes procrastination. Yeah, I've said it. It is bad. Now, be honest. Do you struggle to get things started? Do you tell yourself, I'll do it, but you haven't done it yet? Do you find yourself suddenly scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or other website instead of doing your workouts? It's about really dealing with our feelings. Emotional regulation to me is the real story around procrastination, because as long as I can deal with my emotions, I can stay on task. When we procrastinate, we are avoiding the unpleasant things and feelings that we are scared might come with the certain task. I'll say it again. Fear is a powerful emotion. If you try to get rid of the negative feeling by scrolling on the social media feed or playing a game, the fix is just temporary. It is temporary and it will make you feel worse after that. By instead being a man and facing your emotions, doing it, you will feel better, stronger, and most importantly, facing your emotions will help you manage them, and that will help you. Just get started. Now, the second step is forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself for procrastinating, forgive yourself for being lazy. Acknowledge it happened, but push harder. And forgive yourself. There's been this experiment in the 70s that's called the rat park. Yes, the rat park. And scientists, what was done there? So scientists put rats into two cages. In the first cage, there was everything that would keep them happy. Toys for the rats and other rats to accompany them, for example. In the second cage, there was always a rat alone. Then in each cage, there was a bottle with water and a bottle with water rinsed with cocaine. In which cage do you think all rats died, and in which do you think none did? Of course, in the first one, they didn't even think about drinking it. They had all they needed for life. They were feeling positive. In the other cages, the rats were alone, sad, and procrastinated by drinking the cocaine and then after all dying. So I hope you got the message. Procrastination is linked to negative feelings. You don't find yourself scrolling when you are happy and when you are all up, or find yourself fapping when you are happy. When you forgive yourself, you reduce the guilt you feel about procrastinating, eliminating one of the key targets of procrastination. If you procrastinate and you don't want to end like the rats in the second cage, and I seriously believe you don't want to end up dying like them, I believe it is not your end goal to die. So if you don't want to end up like those rats, forgive yourself and decide on a change. It's one of the most effective things you can do. Because you see, I can always give you tips and everything, but the initial change has to be in yourself, and only you can do that. Nobody can do that for you. So say this to yourself. I procrastinated. It is not okay. I forgive myself though, because I am a human and I make mistakes, but I will not repeat it. Then say to your body, we don't do this bad habit anymore, and just replace the words bad habit with what you often do and what you find yourself doing as distractions. We're gonna talk about the third step on stopping laziness. We all got our places to go if we don't feel like doing something. Scrolling or doing something even worse. Make your distractions less accessible. Go exercise in the park and leave your phone at home, or shut your phone off and put it in a different room, or use a side blocking app. There are many things you can do to make this easier for you, and this is not all. If you want to take this to the next level, clean your room so it doesn't distract you when you work thinking about everything you might have to do. Clean your desktop from all the garbage you might have there. Clean your life. The fourth step on our path. Understand why you are not motivated to change your life. The essential step on truly getting rid of laziness is understanding why you procrastinate, why you do it all. Is it being scared of doing that task that makes you lazy? Is it being scared of not being perfect in the task that scares you? Is it the lack of purpose? Feeling like you have no goals in life? Feeling that you have no desire to push further? You have to answer this question to yourself, and I am sure if you do and think about it, you will know how to fix it. For me, it was a lack of purpose and a lack of faith in the journey. I fixed it by finding my purpose in life, finding out what I want to do. For you, it might be the same or it might be different. Locate your problem and fix it. Now, for this fifth step on our journey. As they say, when you don't manage your time, your time manages you. So make a time calendar on when you do what, or set times to do an exact task during your day. You will stop procrastinating so much because you will suddenly feel a need to do that task. You can use anything for this. Writing your times when you do what on the paper, writing it in a Google Calendar or a different calendar, it's all up to you, but this in general is one of the essential steps. That's for planning your day. Now, planning your week also helps greatly. We have 168 hours in our week total. A great sleep is 8 hours a day, so that makes 56 hours a week. Without that, we have 112 hours in a week. 112. Excluding times you are at school or work, let's say that's 8 hours a day also, that makes other 56 hours a week. We have 56 hours left. Now, we also eat for around 2 hours a day. That's minus 14 hours, which makes a total of 42 hours. For working out, you can only pick an hour a day and an hour a day for learning additional knowledge about it for the starters. So after it, you are left with 28 hours. You can split those 28 hours however you want. Reading books, spending some time with your family, or learning. It depends on you. No matter how you split it, this is one of the key steps on stopping procrastination totally and destroying procrastination. The sixth step: redefine failure. You see, my friend, failure makes us learn. As the famous quote goes, if you aim to shoot yourself up the moon and miss, you might as well end up amongst the stars. Aim high, and if you fail, it's fine. Failure in some cases is even better than winning because it gives you a chance to learn. This chance, however, is destroyed if instead of focusing on learning, you focus on bringing yourself down by hating yourself for every failure. So, I want you to do this. Next time you fail in something, don't call yourself an idiot, don't do that. Instead, think about what you can do to not fail next time, and you can even write it down. It's better to try and fail than to not even try. If you ask old people or people that are dying what their biggest regret in life is, for many of them it will be something related to not trying. Not trying is really bad. Try hard to win, but if you don't bring yourself down, man. Don't do that, please. Now we're getting to the end, and the last step from this video is stop making excuses. We all make those, yet it's time to stop. Excuses and limiting beliefs, those stop us very much. That's what destroys us. If you ever fail, it's not a problem, like I said earlier, unless you make excuses. Really acknowledge that you did it and then tell yourself what you can do to make it better. Stop making excuses. Think of solutions instead. I'm gonna repeat that since it's important. Stop making excuses. Think of solutions, how to fix it instead. Fix your problems and life. Don't bring yourself down. And remember, be great, even if you weren't born that way. That's it for today. Hope I'll see you in the next one, and you can join the server that will be in the description of this video.